So today we did a repeat of Mililani, but with Derek and Mahi this time. Got pretty negative. Someone gave us some smoke in the comments. They're like, you guys need to be negative about things. I'm like, I think we do a good job of that.
I thought we were, I mean, I don't know that we're negative, but I thought we were pretty transparent.
Objective, transparent,
Yeah.
especially for real estate agents. I think we do. Leave us a comment, give us your feedback. But what we did today is one of our clients came and said, I don't like Mililani anymore. These recent crime events have happened. And so we talked about them today. We let that kind of be our guide going around Mililani and these different waypoints. And then we got into a house. We tried to get into another house. The agent didn't want to let us in, and I get it, no problem. So you'll see it from the street. We established in this video what is not Mililani.
We talked about Mililani walkability.
Like, wait for the explanation. We also just talk about the different shopping and the town center and the vibe and the flow, the difference between the old side and the new side.
Things we wish we had versus things you can get. Conveniences versus like boosh.
How people from the country like come into here to do their things. This is a comprehensive Mililani tour. We already did one. Now this is the one with Mahi. Let's get into it.
All right, guys. So common questions people give us all the time. Is it too early for me to look? No, it is not too early. Whatever your timeline might be, if you're considering a move to Hawaii, a purchase or a sale on Oahu or any of the islands in Hawaii, make sure you click the link below to check out our website. Fill out the contact form, let us know your timeline, and let's connect.
We're gonna go around Mililani. We're gonna talk about real estate and keep it on brand. Two more things. Mahi and I surf today. I'm basically just putting on women's foundation. You see leftover sunscreen, I'm not sick.
Me on the other hand, I just run it like this. Got some surf out there, let's go. Yeah, and then this is my professional board I'm gonna be running with today. A wave storm.
And then lastly, bonus points. If someone in the comments, first person, you win. Where are we right now?
I, Mahi Kahale, will mail you a Core Team Hawaii shirt.
So first person that knows where we are.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to gauge this? Because they're going to comment after they watch the whole video.
And then the thumbnail and the title. No, okay, never mind.
Scratch that whole idea. You don't win nothing.
How would I know where we are?
The eucalyptus trees.
Eucalyptus trees. Yeah. I see them all over Mililani. Do you see eucalyptus tree? Yeah. Mountainous areas, right? St. Louis Heights, yeah. Hawaii kind of things going on over here.
We got a family over here.
All right, so let's talk real quick about what is not Mililani. So this is us driving down Launani, Wikau Street. All of Launani is Wikau, or what we used to refer to as Mililani Tech Park. Just a few industrial things.
Yeah.
But there's this one street, Wikau. Yeah. And all of Launani Valley is Wikau Street, that's the address. It is Mililani zip code, so I guess I'm not accurate that it's not Mililani.
Well, it's not Mililani the way people want it to be.
It's not Mililani High School District.
It's not the Mililani Town Association.
Yeah. It's not jump in your car real quick without getting on the freeway and go to all the shopping and these parks. It's its own thing that's still in the zip code. So for the purposes of this video, that's not Mililani. Also, what's not Mililani? Waipio.
Waipio Gentry.
Waipio Gentry. It's like Mililani-ish. And then
Waikalani.
Waikalani and Waipio Acres, Waipio Valley. Into my teen or 20s kind of years, I didn't know anything was back there. My friend, she used to surf Barbers actually where we were today. They're like, oh yeah, we live back there. And it's this whole own thing. So they actually are Mililani High School District. They go to high school over here, but it's not Mililani Town Association. It's more like Wahiawa vibe. That's not Mililani, that's not Mililani. This is. Mililani High School is behind us. This KITV4 headline says, man charged with murder, arson after body found in burning car at Mililani High School.
Wait, hold on.
This was in March, I guess.
That's not that long ago. How did I not hear about this?
No, I heard about it. Apparently, someone stabbed someone in the neck, put him in a car, lit it on fire, and chose the high school to light the car on fire. And that happened here. And the other person was like, you should pay attention to current events. I only slightly agree with them.
Okay, that's
to the degree that it helps our clients, yes. Beyond that, it's just not.
I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't help me be good for anybody by paying attention to negativity. So I just don't.
Mililani, where we grew up, you make it out of wherever to get to Mililani.
My parents made it out of somewhere to buy their condo in Mililani.
When I moved home from the mainland, I was like, we're not moving here, we're moving to Mililani.
For local people, for many years, Mililani has this esteem to it. People want to be there.
I'm not too unfazed, and we said this in our live yesterday.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I could see how if I moved to Austin, Texas, and it's so great, and then of the 100 pieces of news I've ever heard of, 4 or 5 of them were bad, that's too much. Of the years and the thousands of impressions I've had of Mililani, for a few things that happened recently, I'm not moving. But for people coming from the mainland or local people that watch this and they live Kaneohe and they're thinking about taking a job over here at Wheeler or something, and they're like, yeah, we might move Mililani. I don't really know much about it. I never cruised that side of the island. Mililani is this tree-lined, organized, master plan community. It's still all the things.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought Mililani was immune to any of that kind of nonsense, and we're learning that it's not. This is shocking.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Close
Yeah.
on that. Shocking.
Yeah.
But we'll get positive for a second. Despite the recent events, we're just keeping it real and using an opportunity to show you the beauty, actually the beauty of Mililani.
Mililani Town Center,
So pros of Mililani Town Center.
UFC gym, biggest, cleanest, newest equipment gym in the area for sure. There's a theater, there's multiple places to eat.
This theater has like food too.
And this theater is
Yeah,
like one of those
hamburger
theaters
steak.
where you can like order food
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
bring food and you can even order drinks, like alcoholic drinks.
There's Chili's, there's Ruby Tuesday. I forget there's Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays, Asagios, Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's,
My
all the
kid's
like.
favorite.
In the middle, there's a stage. So sometimes there's like Christmas. There's a
Easter,
music.
Easter, they had a petting zoo.
made for the nuclear American situation. It's-
We went to your son's birthday party at Fun Factory.
if I want to get negative, there's no like a Whole Foods or someplace to get like
Yeah.
good kale.
No,
like we
there's
don't have
not.
like something like that here.
There's like everything you could want here except for like an acai bowl or like a good salad or like organic.
There's
you
nothing
know.
trendy about it.
No,
Okay,
this
but
ain't kaka'ako. There's not,
nothing
you
trendy
know.
about it. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, me, I'm just trying to find some place to take my kids, grab a couple cookies from Cookie Corner. I ain't going on
And,
date
like-
night at Town Center.
I want like a place to like have some
we ain't-
tapas and wine.
Yeah.
Go get some kale and fair trade bananas and some like they have the vegetables that are deformed at like the health food stores. Like I want to
Because it's organic.
I want
Yeah.
like a trendy situation.
Yeah.
Mililani really doesn't have it.
No.
And this is the epitome of like the vanilla-ness
Yeah.
of Mililani. All
What
right.
was the Walmart story?
You didn't even know the Walmart story? I don't know much about it either. I had heard about it. And then when someone brought it to me, like, hey, these things all happened in Mililani in a short time, I was like, oh, I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
And again, we're not a news channel, so I'm not gonna sensationalize it. This estranged man or whatever pursued someone. He at least tried to hit a lady with her stroller.
A
and then it
stroller,
said,
like with a baby in it?
I think the baby was in it. Apparently, he pursued and either hit or tried to hit this woman who was pushing her stroller. It said he's also accused of using a tire iron to try to beat her. We don't expect that to even be a story in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You just don't expect it in Mililani, but these things are happening.
I think like your complaint about Mililani is that nothing ever happens here. Just
I
like
know,
the
I am
suburbia.
it's so
that,
bored
like-
here. It's so boring here that sometimes I complain about it,
You're
but
like,
also don't want
"Ah."
this.
Yeah, no.
We have our other Mililani video, which will be linked here, where we went around and we walked through the town center and did all this, showed it. We talked about Mililani from the corner over there, Mililani Town Center from the corner. Now we're standing here. You know, when they develop commercial developments and you're looking to invest or rent for like your real estate office or whatever, you look at what the anchor stores are.
Yeah,
So you know if Target's moving in,
it's gonna do
you
well.
can assume things.
Yeah.
Safeway has a good track record, whatever. They're building a new one in Eva. The anchor store is Long's Drugs. So the anchor store in Mililani Mauka's
Long's.
place, that's the anchor store.
Yeah.
Walmart's the anchor here.
Yeah.
You know, and this whole thing, Walmart's like the anchor.
But then there's like a medical building on the other side that has dentist,
Dentist
doctor's
and-
office, Straub, Kaiser. All of those things are all right here too. There's
you-
another building coming up here too. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you needed something major on the medical side. We had to go to a hospital. You could go months without having to leave Mililani.
Yeah, when I lived North Shore, I came here to go to the gym. I came here to take my kids to the dentist. I came here to bring my dad to the doctor.
Walmart.
I came here to go to Walmart. Like I came to Mililani almost daily for work and or with kids
Yeah.
because this is the closest little like town.
We don't really have that American thing where you're out on like interstate whatever and you're off these country roads and you go into a town. We don't really have that on Oahu, but the closest thing to that would be North Shore people coming to Mililani. A little plain, a little boring, nothing trendy. But then it's like on a Friday night where we're like, we really don't want to go to like see the sunset or we really don't want to drive into town. Just a quick CPK, grab movie theater popcorn,
Yeah.
get the refill right on the spot and take it home and watch a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, that's like a cliche Mililani Friday night.
For like a single mother of two with two kids who like can't really drive and do anything themselves, it's very easy and convenient for me to like pop in 5 minutes away from home and have like all of this stuff right by us.
let's talk about walkability. Mililani is a place where you could set up your life to be walkable. There's Nob Hill townhomes over here, hundreds of townhomes.
Yeah.
There's Nahere, a community over there of single family. There's all kinds of single family. Single
I just
family
showed a
homes
bunch
here.
of houses in there, which is like, they were like, I could see this stoplight from where those houses
you're-
are. Yeah.
So there's town, if you go through here, there's Mililani Manor, so like lower price town, like the lower price townhomes in Mililani. There's all of this stuff where you could walk here. Whatever that internet site is that gives walkability scores,
Yeah.
it's not gonna give this a big walkability score because it's not a place where you just live a life where you walk to this and that.
Yeah.
Like you can walk here and walk back home. So if you want to drink at Chili's and watch a game and walk because you live there,
Yeah.
you can do that thing. But places that get a high walkability score, like urban Honolulu or Kailua, there's a flow to the community
Yeah.
where walking is just more fun. How do you explain that?
There's just more stuff that you can pop in and out of and like things to do that instead of, it's not just like I'm walking to get to a destination. It's just, I'm going to go for a walk and see what's up today.
Like you can walk to a Walmart, but you don't associate like Walmart with walking to.
I'd be like 20 plants coming out of Walmart. That's not walkable. If I want to walk, I want it to be because I want to pick up like a little thing from a boutique and grab a meal with a friend and go drink something and do something cute. I'm not trying to like haul a bunch of toilet paper and like
Like,
groceries.
ain't nobody walking to Costco.
Nobody's walking to Costco.
You know what I mean?
I want there to be like a food fest or a block that gets shut down for like things so that I can walk and like go to these events that like people in Chinatown do.
Usually when something has a high walkability score, there are streets with vendors and merchants on streets.
Yeah.
In Mililani,
No.
there's no street that has the vendor and the merchant on it. You can walk to centers.
Yes.
And that's not the same thing. Hit me in the comments if you know about Mr. Money Mustache. If you're a true mustachian, you're probably like, no, Derek, I would catch the bus, walk, I wouldn't own a car. You're a different breed, mustachians. So Mililani Town Center is 200 yards that way on this street. Mahe was saying, oh, I just showed a house in there. And then we drive in and I'm like, oh, I showed this house 2 years ago when it was last on the market. I was like, oh, it's the one with the layout that goes all over. So I wonder if they did any updates. I'm gonna hit up the agent, see if they'll let us in. Also, I'm gonna be a nice guy and try and fix this agent sign. Oh. It'll be a little better.
Still crooked. Still aggressively crooked. Looks worse now. All right, Robin Hood, you Paul.
Oh, you're being not helpful and talking
I'm
shit?
just watching you do your thing.
The thing that it's on, the male end, and then the other end is like this big, so it's just...
The male end too small. We talked earlier about walkability. Now, if you're looking for a single family house in the Mililani Town area, that is-
Wrong. That's not
excuse you.
that's not what I was gonna say at all.
That's literally though. If you're looking for like a walkable single family house that's close to bus station, that's close to town center, this is kind of the area.
Also, if you want to get on freeway fast.
The amount of stoplights you
If
have
you're
to
all
go
the way in the
through.
back of Safeway at the end in that community in Mililani Town, it's 15 minutes just to get onto the freeway. Which you think of Mililani being more convenient than ever, but if you got to go town and you're over there, so then people end up going Cam Highway way, which
I
is
do.
just put you behind the A-ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Bang.
Also, you know what I learned the hard way, and I want to help you guys. If you're somebody who has 3 or more passengers and you want to use the zipper lane, don't go Cam Highway because it puts you ahead of the zipper lane entrance, and then you're screwed, and you got to go on a regular.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've done
didn't think about that.
a few times. You got to get in a little bit more traffic through Mililani Town to get to the H2.
Oh, yeah.
But then you can access.
Interesting. I
The
didn't think
zipper
about
lane.
that. Some other things about this area, kind of no trees and stuff. Like you
No
think of
trees.
Mililani, tree-lined streets.
Yeah.
Look down this street.
On the street.
I mean, there's some trees over there,
That's
but this
really.
isn't like you think of Mililani,
Yeah,
right?
I don't see monkey pod trees.
Yeah, well, there were monkey pods behind us over there.
What? That's
but
back there.
that's the valley.
Yeah.
Like, that's going into the valley. This is classic Mililani Town. Because remember, Mililani Town, I think they broke ground late 60s, but then development 70s, 80s. For the most part, construction had switched to Mililani Mauka in the 90s, and then into the 2000s. Mililani Town, a little bit older. So instead of hardy wood, like concrete board on the side, like wood. Instead of carport, some garage, some carports. That's the thing I want to point out is carport, garage. Not
Yeah.
a new, nice, modern garage. Carport, garage, garage, carport, garage, carport. And it seems to be very intentional, kind of every other thing. Local people already get the carport situation,
Yeah.
but people from the mainland, they're like, why is there a carport?
Yeah, we need a garage. Why
Like,
wouldn't they just
why-
enclose that?
Why, yeah, like, why would you even do that? It's
Yeah.
like, well, they saved a little bit of construction costs. Normally where we would go for like a west side carport or a north shore carport is like the home kind of flows into the carport and
Yeah.
that's where like the guys drink.
And it's
or
just like an
everybody plays
extended
cards.
living space that you use. We're
Is-
not putting our cars in them.
The way these homes are, so like front door is way over there.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna have a carport, I want it to be conducive to like the party flows in and out of the house and we all play cards outside and
Yeah.
drink or whatever. If I'm just gonna have a carport that's just out there detached, like enclose that.
I would still be fine with that, I think.
You're just so local.
But you know what? Some of these Mililani houses now have just installed garage doors on their carports, and it's open in the back.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen garage door, so it looks like a garage.
Yeah.
But then when you go out, it's like you go to the front door.
Yeah.
It's not
I
an
showed a
enclosed
house
garage.
just like that here in Mililani town, like last week. I was like, oh wow, this is a garage. And then I walked to go unlock the door. I was like, oh, like it's open. It's a carport. Like I just walked right in, and then I opened the garage door from the inside that I walked into
Yeah.
without a key. So
Well, it's
Mililani
different style.
town, which online will be Mililani area versus Mililani Mauka.
Yeah.
Like each little borough you're in has like a different look and a different style. Like where I
Yeah.
live, the single families look way different from this. We have wood fences still where I'm at. Over here, they started looking into vinyl.
Because you see more jealousy windows.
More jealousies.
Instead
they-
of concrete board, I said like wood. So then you might start to see rotted siding or
Yeah.
termite eaten. None of these homes were like came with AC, which is absurd to me because I'm hot right now, about to turn on the AC. You'll see certain models where there's just like this thing in the middle, more towards like Kipapa side and whatever, like
Like a
this dome, like a
rafter
triangle
fake.
thing in the middle. And then there's jealousy windows, and the architectural thought there was that the heat would rise. There's these windows,
escape
it would
through all the-
escape, and
yeah.
you keep it flowy.
In practice,
And-
it's really hard to clean. You gotta like clean and lubricate everything because it is rainier here.
Yeah, and you got to get the pole for the jealousy
Yeah.
window, and then when it breaks, it's a
It's-
pain.
yeah.
And occasionally, you see a custom-built home in Mililani. Like on the way to Mari's Gardens,
Yeah.
there's that one home on the left. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
all stucco.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. It's so old that some people have rebuilt their homes. You know.
The perimeter lots in this area are more expensive.
So that's perimeter, right?
Yeah, that's perimeter.
So we're hoping to get into this home. Waiting for the agent to get back to me. They're trying to sell it for
almost 1.6.
1.6.
Yeah.
It's a bigger home, kind of a unique, one-of-a-kind layout. So because it's big and it's on the perimeter and it has an enclosed garage, well north of $1 million. In this community, there are some homes sub $1 million. Mililani Mauka doesn't have single families that are as small as some of the ones in
Yeah.
Mililani Town. And on some of these streets, they have the models that get as small as like 800 square foot, like a small like three
bedroom.
one
Yeah.
kind of thing. Previously, I've seen those go for as low as like high sevens. I haven't checked in a while, but I bet you those are high eights right about now. And I bet you most of these homes are from like 950 to $1,050,000.
Yeah.
When I was a young man, so I'd visit from Florida, right? And I was just so enamored and infatuated with everything Hawaii. There were certain food items, and then I thought, for whatever reason, I thought Menehune water was the best. And then the other thing was, did they have passion orange here? No more. No more. Oh, yeah. And then the other thing, so I was like 10 years old, 11 years old, I got off the plane and I was like, I downed the whole thing of it as soon as we got back to our townhome in Makakila. I was like, it was like the best thing in the world to me.
But are you Aloha or Hawaiian Sun?
I don't know, it don't really matter to me.
Hawaiian Sun, if I have the choice. But
Yeah.
it really is whatever's on sale.
How about you? You have a preference?
Have a Hawaiian Sun Barbie.
Yeah.
I like pineapple orange. I mean, I already have 200 calories worth of juice in my hand right now, so
Yeah, this is
Pineapple
straight
orange.
crack though. This is
it's so
this
good.
is like you should be making a mixed drink. It's so strong. It's like so sweet, yeah.
Yeah, but strawberry guava though is too thick for me. Even like
Pog.
pog is too much for me.
What about just straight guava?
No.
Mahi's the kind of person like something's like this far off of perfect,
Yep.
and she's like,
I
hate
can't.
it.
Immediately, it's trash.
Quick, Hawaiian word of the day.
I don't feel like we need to get that close to it.
I don't know, Ken, just that's the angle. Hawaiian word of the day. You guys know how to say it? Na. So the kahako over the e, na hare. So hare,
Means
house,
house,
home, and na.
It makes the noun plural.
Basically, this community is called like homes.
Yeah, the
houses.
homes, the houses.
Anyone notice Mahe's name is?
Kahale. So ka is the, but the singular version. We never talk about this, but my name actually means home. My name means the house. The home.
It's meant to
home.
be a real estate hammer.
I don't know why we never knew that before. Jeez. First job in town center, Mililani Jamba Juice location, and that was when Jamba just first came to Hawaii.
So that's when White Gummy Bear was like a secret one.
It was secret ingredients
Yeah.
kind, like nobody knew, like you had to know what it
People didn't
was
know
and
how to
ask
order
for
it,
it.
yeah.
Like you had to.
It's like
it wasn't
In-N-Out Burger, animal style.
Yeah, it was fun at the time. It was a lot of North Shore kids
Yeah.
that like were like surfer kids or whatever that like worked over here.
Because you didn't have as many like acai stands.
Yeah,
then.
there was no options back in the day
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go
So
work.
Jamba Juice was like trendy then.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was like the
then it
trendy
was
thing.
trendy, yeah,
It was
yeah.
the new happening thing. And
Yeah.
so it was just like a bunch of like surfer kids from North Shore and like Mililani and Waikele, this area over here.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a lot of fun. It was a super fun job. I just like OD'd on smoothies every day. I gave free smoothies to everybody, like all my friends.
The
Yeah.
extra on this one.
Oh yeah, this is what size you wanted? Small, boop, boop, boop. Make a
large,
large,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, Java Juice.
We're gonna get negative, and then we're gonna talk about this area, and then we're gonna move on and show a house. You know what? Just in general, without talking about the crime event, if you had to pick a shopping center in Mililani that got the loudest exhaust
Yes.
on the cars,
Yeah.
is this shopping center.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a shopping center in Mililani that
What?
maybe might have one scrap because
Yeah.
people were drinking at the shop, cut someone off, whatever, it's probably this shopping center. But this is not the shopping center where the guy tried to run down the girl. That was at the Walmart shopping center. What happened here was the ex-boyfriend, they were like from Texas or something. So they look local, but they're not. I don't know if jealous or I don't know what, who knows. All the aloha to these families and these people, but that negative thing happened over there by the 24-hour fitness. Someone threw something on someone, and I heard he tried to shoot or something, which I don't know if that's true, but he definitely threw like a bucket of acid or something on her,
Crazy.
and she got it's like severe chemical burns
This was the big one that my dad was really worried about for me.
because you go gym.
Because
and stuff,
I'm
right?
at the gym all the time. He was like, what gym do you go to? Did you hear about this? You better be careful. How far away do you park from the door?
Yeah.
He was very worried about it.
And I used to work out at that 24-hour fitness as a young guy. Aiden on our team used
Used
to
to work there. Yeah, that's right.
and,
Used
and
to train
train
people
there,
there.
and stuff. My wife actually works out. You know, she does like a group training thing.
Over here?
No, with Muneka, who's like this. She trains a lot of like the people who do Ikaika Cup and all that stuff.
Yeah, other bodybuilder kind.
Yeah. That girl is like part of that world. She
hui.
was getting ready to compete in one of the body competitions.
Wow.
I really think it's a one-off. The perception of someone just moving here and these things having all happened within like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, the purpose of this video is really just to say like we keep it super real. These are like 3 waypoints to get us going around Mililani and talking about Mililani. This is Mililani Shopping Center. One of our most popular videos, what's the title? It's like top 5 videos of ours.
It's the one we did here at the shack?
We shot it like eating celery sticks and French
Wings.
fries and
Yeah.
wings at the shack here. So what you have around here is you have like dentist and whatever and banks and
Banks.
stuff all right there.
Foodland. This is the Foodland for Mililani.
Foodland is our local grocer.
Yeah, like
so,
where you want to go for
Poke,
poke.
yeah.
That's Maile
Japanese,
restaurant. That was
yeah.
my mom's favorite chop suey place to go to. You know, we're coming from the North Shore. This
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
closest
yeah.
one. I know there's like good ones in town, but Maile is where we always went for our chop suey family nights.
And this is another place where you could set up your life to be walkable,
Yeah.
but it's not like there's street-facing vendors and stores.
Yeah.
One thing that there is the farmers market.
This is where the farmers market here in Mililani normally is in this area. I
It's
don't
just
know what day it is.
It's not really that good.
It is good. Don't listen to him. I like it. It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for like kale, maybe not. If you're looking for chung choy and Chinese or Filipino vegetables to make like local food.
There's like the one vegetable person.
over there. 3.
Is there really?
Yes, there are.
It's just not that big. That's the point. There's maybe like 8 tents and a couple of booths. It's not a very big farmers market, but it is one. If you really want to experience like big farmers market, there's one at Windward Mall.
KCC is a good one.
KCC is a popular
Yeah.
one. Kailua's farmer market is, you know, so there are other farmers markets, but hey, like we said, you don't have to leave Mililani for weeks. You can just
Yeah.
go to this farmer's market. Notable mention, Aloha Ship and Pack over there. Great local company. I'd much rather go there than the post office. I don't care if it costs more. The owners are working, they're notaries. Help me buy the place in Puerto Rico and sell. They always have a notary on staff. There's not really much
That's
else.
about it. These places are interesting because what we don't have a lot of in Hawaii are condos that have garages or carports. There's not too many of those here. Mililani has a few,
Yeah.
and this is one of them. They have their own carport. It's not a garage, but they have a closed carport. You know, normally our townhouses in this area will have 2 designated stalls somewhere in the parking lot.
The layout on these, have you
Feel
been
kinda, yeah, they feel
Have
kind
you
of
been the,
single family
the
home.
ones with the stairs in the middle?
Yes, yeah.
It has a single family home feel.
Yeah.
And the whole back is glass so that
And it opens
it
up.
opens into a good size yard for
yeah.
actually probably about like this, like that's like this size.
Yeah.
Like a good size yard for a townhome, all glass. So that comes, you know, with advantages and disadvantages. But again, just hundreds of townhomes around here that are walkable to Kipapa Park. One of the only basketball courts in Mililani that have lights at night so you can play later. Let's go look at a home in Mililani Mauka. A buddy of mine just said we can get in. So another thing about this area is you have all the different models. So of Destiny kind of homes. That's the most common model. You see it there, you see it there.
Yeah.
That's like the most standard model, and it was a little bit less expensive than the original when these homes first came out. There's just more trees.
Yeah. More
It's a little cooler
It's much cooler actually.
up here in Mauka. That's the thing with Mauka and Mililani Town is it rains more here than Mililani Town. So like, you could like actually accomplish your kid's soccer practice down there on a lot of days where you can't hear. This is Mililani Mauka. Like this is like a concrete board kind of finish. Garages that were meant to be garages and not carports, right? Different paint schemes. In general, you see the same kind of wall. So it's not like one person has one fence. In general, it's like consistent. That could be really boring and what you want to avoid, or that could be the makings of a really nice neighborhood. It's just different than Mililani Town.
Mililani Mauka.
So we're in a Mililani Mauka house. This particular model is part of the Destiny community. So there's Destiny 1, 2, 3. And Destiny are smaller, less expensive homes. But this is the biggest one of those homes. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath?
Yeah, half bath down
Two
here.
and a half
Yeah.
bath. I like this model actually. I really like this model a lot. It's open enough, but also kind of split. There's a view of the West Oahu Mountains.
Yes, you can see it all from here.
I want to know people's opinion on this actually. The water tanks, which you'll see from the second floor, or if we launch a drone or whatever.
But from in the house, I'm not seeing it. Like,
Well,
how tall do you have to be to
Yeah, I was
see
gonna
it?
say for what, this actually makes a difference. 'Cause
Yeah.
You don't see it. I see it.
Me at 5'6", I don't see it at all when I'm just standing here normally.
I
But no
think-
neighbor behind you though.
That's what I think. I think of things more pragmatically. I was here for an open house. People were like, oh, the water tanks, and they didn't like water tanks. But I was like, well, the alternative would be neighbors behind
Yeah,
you
who can do whatever they
who
want.
can see into your space.
And this is a very controlled, permanent neighbor that
Good.
won't do anything ever.
And there's the West Oahu Mountain view. So I'll take the water tank. I mean, I still think it's a net positive.
Yeah.
You know, people tend to focus on the negative.
Yeah.
So we were experiencing that. This home was flipped. So neighbors were telling me that it was, you know, in
Bad shape
bad
before.
shape before. They did the standard treatment, gray floors.
Agreeable gray.
This countertop, they call it sparkle white.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Well, it depends on the vendor.
Yeah.
I know of a vendor that called this sparkle white. So white countertops, big farmhouse sink. They opted for Kohler, which is a sign. I like this kitchen because it's open, but it's like half open, half split level. Good size
Pantry.
pantry. This home was probably built in 98, 2000, maybe 2002 or something like that. Homes built today, sliding windows, but the difference would
Double
be
pane.
they'd be double pane with the gas in between so it doesn't fog up unless that seal's broken. The framing would be white.
Yeah.
It'd be white vinyl windows with double pane glass. This is not like Mililani Town where there's the louver or jealousy windows.
yeah.
It's a step up, but it's still not modern day. Well, what's the difference? We've talked about it many times on the channel. I mean, check it out. If I open this, you get that much wind. So you're getting half or maybe even 40% of the opportunity of wind flow. If you're not gonna have air conditioning, jealousies are better because you open them and you're getting like 95% wind flow because the whole thing, or 100%, however that works out. But in Mililani Mauka, although it is like the coolest neighborhood on the island, like temperature cool, it's a little more common to see air conditioning and stuff. It's just more modern homes, more double wall. The outside construction is concrete, hardy board, etc. Split AC systems.
This is not one of those.
This is not. This is your standard window unit, they call it. This is the one that gets really loud and but these were common. You see these in over $1 million homes throughout Mililani Mauka.
Yeah.
Unless they waited and or they upgraded and got split. Because split just wasn't as common. It was around. Split air conditioning is when you see the unit here, but then the plumbing and everything ducts outside so that the unit that makes all the noise
Yeah.
and stuff.
Two-part system, handler and condenser outside.
What are they selling this for? 1.1?
1.1? 1.15? What's the
Or
list
is it
price?
1.2? Inside scoops on this for everyone. They might fall out of escrow. They were getting close to the end of the escrow. This was all staged actually, so I think they got close to the end. I think it might be looking shaky. We'll see. You know, this is one of those things, because we do so much business, sometimes we get these inside scoops. If we had the right buyer for this, we could probably slide in before it hits the market again. Check out upstairs and then get out of here. What would you guys do with this space?
I put a spin bike over here probably.
Oh yeah, you could do that. You could also enclose it and do what you're saying, like enclose it, put hard surface, put some mirrors or whatever up and spin bike.
I feel like it's too small to enclose. Put a little spin bike up here, or
yeah, I guess so. Kids play area. I mean, obviously, if you have kids at that age. Yeah. So during the open house, there's like, which I would do too if I'm selling your home. That's what I'm doing as well. I have to ask myself, would I rather have neighbors or would I rather have this? I would still rather have this. Pretty big bedroom too, right? You do king and a desk in here. Yeah. You know what? There's not much to say here, and Mahi got to get her kids. There's 2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms, 1 full bath to share with these 2 bedrooms. But you know what's cool? Primary stuff is all on that side of the house, and then the other bedrooms are on this side. So that's nice.
That's nice, yeah. You separate it up here.
Yeah.
This is my favorite model. There's up to 5 models in these communities. One of them is like what Rachel, and that one's not as common, so it was kind of 4-ish, or 4.5, 5. So my favorite model of all of these types of homes. If we had a buyer, we get you into escrow. If they fall out, I think they might fall out. But here's the thing. If you're going to sell your home, for 1, call us. We'd love to help you. But for 2, get us on your channel. If your auntie's a real estate agent.
Get on our channel.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant. Prosecutors will be violated, right? Get on our channel. So even if your auntie's a real estate agent or your friend or whatever, if it's the right thing for us and we can fit it into our filming, that your listing shouldn't make it and get all of these thousands and thousands of views. Preferably sell with us. But if you don't, give us a call. We'll see if your home's the right fit for one of our neighborhood tours or whatever.